Hello everybody, John here, and today onto the garage we're talking about the 2022 photo competition for the 2023 calendar. Hi everyone, it's time to launch the 2022 XK8 XKR X100 photo competition. I did say early in the year that I was still deliberating whether or not to do it. The reasons for that is actually I lost a little bit of money on this year's calendar. It's not a money-making mission, but certainly didn't want it to be a money-losing mission. So, with the caveats that I'm going to do 100 copies of the calendar this year. So if somebody does want to buy one, there's 100 of them. And when they're gone, they're gone. The next caveat is I will continue to charge the correct postage on top of what we decide to charge for the calendar. And if you get any local customs fees over and above those that are requested of me in the UK to send it to your country, then you've got to accept, you've got to deal with those yourself. So we're talking about calendars. This says May and we're now into June. So John McKittrick, bye-bye, bye-bye kitten. And hello to Brian Neff and 2005 XKR, the striped barn cat in Coudersport, Pennsylvania, USA. Fabulous photo. I think it's a beautiful car. I like the graphics on the bonnet a lot. Quite a sophisticated stripe. It doesn't reach the end of the bonnet. It's fully shaped. It doesn't hide the growler. So really enjoying that. Brian obviously also enjoying something that makes me so cross of being in the UK. We have to have a great big number plate. Obviously, Brian doesn't need that where he lives. So quite jealous on that score. And on this page, we had a little bit of fascinating facts about growler badges and the colours on the backgrounds, etc. So, how do you enter? What are the rules? What do we have to do? The competition is to find the best 12 photographs of XK8 XKR X100s, that's cars built between 1996 and 2006, from around the world. And we will put them in a calendar, and the winner, the best photograph as voted for by you guys, will appear on the front cover. 11 runners-up will also feature prominently in the calendar. Your photographs can be of any technical specification that suits you, so you don't have to worry if you're not technically minded. If you've taken an electronic photograph of your vehicle with a nice background, nice setting, or maybe it's just a detail shot of the XK8, maybe it's a picture of you and your XK8 or XKR, doesn't matter, as long as you think it's a great photograph, then send it in. It must be emailable. Other than that, the higher the quality, the better for those of you who are technically minded. I can process any photograph style you wish to send, but it must be emailable. The photograph should be landscape. So that is wider than it is tall. So if you're taking a photograph on your phone, for instance, turn it this way. There is only one entry per person per car, if you like. And if you send in multiple entries, I will only accept the first entry you send. If you send one email with 2 or 3 images that are similar or for me to choose from, I just won't. What I will do is I will take the first image that comes up and delete the others. They can be colour or black and white. They can be photoshopped or edited if that's your thing. Entries are open as of 3, 2, 1 now. So send in your photographs from now. We're putting this video out right at the beginning of June. The entries are valid if they get to me before midnight on the last day of July. And that's midnight UK GMT. Any entries that I receive after that date will not be put into the potential prize pot. On the 1st and 2nd of August, I will be getting together a small group of friends locally and sharing with them the selection of photographs that have been sent in. Now, if this year's competition is similar to last year's competition, then I'm expecting quite a large number of entries. And we want you guys to be able to vote on the winner, but it is not technically possible for me to allow a competition with hundreds of possibilities. So we will bring it down to a shortlist. Photographs for you to vote on. Which do you think is the best XK8 XKR X100 photo of the year? And I'll tell you about how to vote closer to the time. So if you've not subscribed to the Garage, and I know lots of people who watch every single video that ever comes out aren't subscribed and haven't clicked the notification icon, the bell, which is absolutely fine and your prerogative. But I do get people saying, oh, I didn't know that the competition was coming to an end. I didn't know. I can't help. So please subscribe. There's a little icon below this video. It'll be probably on the right hand side just below your image, depending on what device you're watching on. If you don't see that, it's probably because you're not logged into Google. So you need to log in maybe. There's also a little bell icon that comes up called the notification bell. If you click that, then you will get a message that tells you when there's a new video that comes up from this channel. Subscription essentially just adds to the Garage to your list of favourites. If you're in the UK, fear not. I am aware subscribe is a really bad word to use in the UK because we think of it as pay. Subscription is free on YouTube. It just means please add this channel to my list of favourites. There is absolutely no cost and no implications in you subscribing, and it would help me out. I will run the voting throughout August, and at a point to be defined in September, we will reveal again in one of our videos the winner, giving me sufficient time to then edit the photos, turn them into a nice format and produce a calendar in time for the new year. The winners of the competition will obviously know about it by watching that video. I will try to contact you separately as well if I have your contact details. But if you see yourself on the winning video, then get in touch with me. Again, john@tothegarage.co.uk, because if you're a winner, best or 11 runners-up, then I'm going to send you a calendar for free, including the postage, no matter where you are in the world. So contact me, and then you can let me know where to send it. As in previous years, I will find a way of sharing every legitimate entry with the subscribers. So that might be a separate video where I just go, hi everybody, and here we go, and literally show every single legitimate entry to the competition. So if you enter, your car will appear on screen. Please be aware that if you enter the competition, you are giving me permission to put it in a calendar, but I'm going to give to the winners. That I'm also going to put the remainder of the 100 up for sale on the website for anybody who's interested. And if you enter the competition, I may share your photograph. I won't be sharing the addresses of anybody. Obviously, you've seen on here, Brian Neff is in Coudersport, Pennsylvania. There may be that sort of information. If you're uncomfortable with that, then please don't enter the competition. Equally, some people do have number plates on their cars and would prefer them not to be seen. If that's so, great. Edit it out before you send the photograph in. If you send me a photograph with a number plate on, I will publish it like that because I won't modify people's photographs. If you forget any of these details, then I'm going to put them in the description below this video, along with my email address again, so that you can easily find that and link to it. And I'm also going to put a link to our Just Giving site page. For those of you who are not aware, in previous videos, on To The Garage, alongside one of my friends who has a YouTube channel called Yo2 Conduit, which is all about art techniques, we've started to raise money for the children of Ukraine. And that money never touches our hands and goes direct via our Just Giving site to UNICEF to support the work they're doing, looking after children whose lives have been destroyed in Ukraine. If you would like to contribute to that, I would appreciate it, and Jay, who runs Yoto Can Do It, also would be very, very grateful. There is absolutely no obligation for you to donate in order to join this competition. It is just, if you feel like you would like to, I want to make sure you have that opportunity. We've already raised £830, and that is already gone and is doing good work. And I would like to raise significantly more. So if you would like to, then please do so. I appreciate every penny that people are contributing. On to a few other little things while I have your attention, boys and girls. The last video I put out was the third in the series that we've marked as Jaguar Lifestyle. So that's talking about things connected with owning a Jag and sort of being in that scene, rather than details of the XK8, mechanical things and secrets, etc., etc. And the last video particularly was one I felt a little self-conscious about doing, because it was, talking a lot about clothing that people wear if they own Jags and what that means and all that sort of thing. And to say I was out of my comfort zone is an understatement. But thank you all who've commented and made me feel a lot better about having done that one. It is something that's been requested a lot, but it's really not my area of expertise. And that's enough to keep me thinking about, okay, what else can we talk about on the Jaguar lifestyle angle? And I will do more of those sorts of videos. I'm really interested to know from you folk, what are the other topics that you're interested in touching upon? People have already suggested things like watches, which are well remote from the car, but I must admit, I think my taste in watches is probably connected with my taste in cars. I'm definitely no expert in that, but I know there's plenty of people out in our community who are real experts in the watches. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, let me know. And if anybody would like to send in video clips of something to do with Jaguar lifestyle, then I'd be really, really interested to receive those. It doesn't matter what format they're in. Take them on a mobile phone. The sound will be absolutely fine. Preferably landscape is the way to go. But do a bit of a show and tell, and I will insert it into one of our future Jaguar lifestyle videos. But any advice, any tips, any input, send it my way. A couple of really eagle-eyed observers have asked me to comment on why are there things in the top of my windscreen other than just a mirror mount. So well done you guys, and you must be blowing up my videos and examining them frame by frame. This is a little mount that I use to attach a camera housing. So just slide that on, and I've got a waterproof camera housing, and it just means at a moment's notice I can attach a camera to the car and take a bit of footage from outside the windscreen so you get the best possible image. And because it's on a self-adhesive pad on the glass, I know I could get it off without leaving any marks and damage, but it's out of the sweep of the windscreen wipers and I thought pretty much invisible. So that's what that is. I leave it on there all the time just so that I can do something like that quite quickly. This gadget is actually let's call it an aerial for simplicity, that I have shared in a video 2-3 years ago. I can't remember which video it was in. It's kind of one of the secrets of Purdy specifically, and that is from new she was equipped with a very early sat-nav system, but unlike anything that you would see in a modern car. So I don't have the sat-nav screen. The car is way too early for that. It's a 1996 car, one of the very first produced. And I much prefer it without the sat-nav screen, in terms of visuals anyway. But when you open my glove box, there is a button just there. And if I press it,
guidance not active. Smart NAV is now calculating the best route to your destination.
Which would be a good trick because I have no destination. How this would work was you had a special phone number, you rang that number, you spoke to an actual person and told that actual person where you would like to go. They then asked for the registration of your car and sent the message to the system, and then the car, when you press that button, would give you direction to that location.
The mobile phone network was unable to deliver your route. Smart NAV is trying again. Press and hold your Smart NAV button now if you wish to cancel.
So that will carry on looping forever because the system is now no longer
your route request has been cancelled.
No longer available, and so there is no way for it to download the route. The loop on the screen here is used to receive the directions, which are spoken turn by turn instructions, and it is GPSed up to know where the car is, but there is no display. So you think how weird that sounds today, but that was one of the very earliest and very expensive sat-nav systems. Obviously that could all be easily removed now, but I just keep it for the novelty. It's pretty, I've never seen that system in any car, working or otherwise, so I keep it. Anyway, that's where we're up to for now, so get your entries in from right now, and you've got till the end of July to send in your photographs for the 2022 photo competition for the 2023 To The Garage calendar. I've got other jobs to be getting on with now because I've found a ship's bell and that is going to be my doorbell. So, see you soon. If you're enjoying our channel, then don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell icon so you get notifications of new videos. And please give us a thumbs up or thumbs down, and you can share the videos. And below the video is always the area where you can comment and get involved with the chat.